South China Morning Post, 27th of September 2022, the Chinese Navy's newest Type 075 landing helicopter dock appears ready to go into duty. As a part of the fleet of aircraft carriers being built to be stationed at the ports of Gwadar and Hambantota, the third Type 075 landing helicopter dock, LHD, of the People's Liberation Army is anticipated to be put into service soon as the Chinese military intensifies preparations for potential military action in the Taiwan Strait. China has vowed to find a peaceful solution, but it has been using military intimidation more and more to compel Taiwan to submit to Beijing. On social media platforms like Weibo and WeChat, military enthusiasts have posted images of the LHD berth that appear in the Hudong shipyard in Shanghai, displaying its new pennant number 33. According to earlier media reports, the amphibious platform intends to transport armed assault helicopters, vertical takeoff, and uncrewed aerial vehicles. The PLA has begun using sophisticated drones recently, even flying them over the island and across the line dividing the Taiwan Strait. This is a hint that the PLA is beginning systematic experiments on drones that may be employed on the three Type 075 platforms, according to Liu Lishi, a former Navy instructor at the Taiwanese Naval Academy in Kaohsiung. The WZ-7, CH-4, and other sophisticated surveillance and attack drones have been flown across the Taiwan Strait by the mainland to gauge Taiwan's reaction, according to Liu. The tests are intended to determine how long Taiwanese radar systems must operate before alerting aircraft to the presence of PLA drones. The missions may yield helpful information for drones on the Type 075 LHD ships. Since U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan on August 2 and 3, defying Beijing's repeated warnings, tensions have risen across the Taiwan Strait. Following her visit, the PLA began extensive maneuvers encircling the island, and routine aircraft patrols have also been expanded. On September 15, the Taiwanese military became the first to confirm that a TB-100 UAV had been flown across the middle line by the PLA. Since then, more sophisticated and multi-role drones have been discovered. The PLA is developing the Type 076 amphibious assault ship. The main naval contractor for the PLA, China State Shipbuilding Corporation, requested proposals earlier this month for an experimental mooring drone test platform with a displacement of 15,000 tons and 200 by 25-meter twin islands on its flight deck. What kind of amphibious platform the PLA has in mind has been the subject of conjecture in response to the tender. An unnamed military source close to the PLA Navy claimed, the Type 076 might be a completely functional carrier for aircraft and fixed-wing drones because neither the Type 075 nor Type 071 can carry that many aircraft. The larger Type 071s have room for weaponry, personnel, and medical supplies, while the smaller Type 075s can transport roughly 30 attack helicopters, about 1,000 Marines, many amphibious hovercraft, battle tanks, and armored vehicles. The source claimed that the Type 076's function would differ from that of the America-class amphibious assault ship used by the U.S. military, which is equipped with powerful weapons such as anti-aircraft and anti-ship missiles in addition to being able to carry dozens of helicopters and short and vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. The Type 076 may only be intended to launch drones and shipborne fighter jets like the J-15, allowing the Type 075 and Type 071 to handle amphibious operations, according to the source. According to the source, the 076 has a more affordable and simple-to-maintain design than American-class Marine Expeditionary Naval vessels. AC was created for China's offshore battle. In recent years, China has launched 3 aircraft carriers in addition to advanced destroyers and other vessels. According to Liu, who was alluding to anti-access/area denial strategies, the aircraft carriers will cooperate with the Type 071, 075, and other warships to construct an A2/AD bulwark to bar the intervention of U.S. and Japanese forces from accessing the Taiwan Strait in the case of a Taiwan contingency. Taiwan wants to be independent of Communist China and is a democratic nation.